Hello, Marauders, and welcome back. Before we left on the break, we were reviewing unit circle stuff, sections 4.1, 4.2, and 4.4, and we did a practice test. And we were about to do our real test, but we never got to do it. So I know you guys want to get the points because you know all that stuff. So I'm going to show you 3 videos here. We're just going to go over 2 quizzes and the practice test as a refresher. This Friday, you'll get a chance to actually do the test. So here's our first quiz. I'm just going to go through quiz 4.1 that you did before. So here's quiz 4.1. I'm going to go fast through it because you did it before. What quadrant is 200 degrees angle in? Let's see, 200 degrees. 90, 180 over here. 1, 2, 3. Quadrant 3. Choose the angle that is coterminal. Means the same thing as a 30-degree angle. 30 degrees. Out here, 30 degrees. But which of these are the same as 30? Oh, I remember. You could add or subtract 360. Well, 30 plus 360 is 390. In other words, here's 30 degrees. Right there, going 30. I could go, let's go around all the way again. Do 30 plus another 360, 390. How about negative 30? That would be going the other way, down 30 degrees. Down 30 degrees, 360, wait a minute, there's one right there, 330. Or I could just go once again, either add or subtract 360. Negative 30 plus 360 is 330. Put these in, D, C. Change 45 degrees to radians. How do I do that? Oh, I remember, 45 degrees. I want radians. So we times it by pi over 180. This is the little conversion trick. Why? Because pi is 180. So these are the same thing. So let's see, what can I do? Oh, I can cancel. 45 goes in there once, 45 goes in there 4. I have pi over 4. Of course, oh, there it is, 45 degrees, pi over 4, same thing. Pi over 4. Next one, 18 degrees to radians. That's not on my list. Okay, so we'll do it again. We'll go 18 degrees times it by pi over 180. I put pi on top because I want degrees on bottom because I want degrees to cancel. So as I cancel these guys, the 18 goes in there once, 18 goes in there 10, pi over 10. It's 1/10 of pi, which kind of makes sense. 18 is 1/10 of 180. 18 degrees, just a little bit, is 1/10 of the way to pi. Remember, radians is just fractions of pi. Change pi over 90. There is no pi over 90. That's a 90th of pi. That's a tiny bit. Okay, so we'll just change this guy. Pi over 90. Once again, we'll use our little trick, but this time we'll put 180 degrees on top. On bottom, we'll do it the other way because I want degrees to cancel. 90 goes in there once, 90 goes in there twice. Pi and pi cancel. I have 2 over 1 or 2. 2 what? 2 degrees because we're making degrees. So we'll put in 2 degrees, which makes sense. That's a degree. It's small. There we go. 2 degrees, because 2 degrees is a very, very tiny bit, only a 90th of pi. Make that look like 2 degrees. That looks better. A chosen arc of a circle is 35 inches long. If the circle has a radius of 5, what is the measure of the corresponding central angle? Okay, let's see. Here's a circle. The radius is 5 inches. Okay, that's 5 inches. The arc is 35. Radians is how many radii is it? So if I went 5, 5, 5, 5, wait, how many am I going to go? 35. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Wait, that's 7 times as long. Or I could even use the rule. You put S over R to get the radians. This is a little rule. I go, where is that little rule? Well, here it is. Which one am I doing? That's the rearrange one. Okay. I just did it the other way. The arc is 35. The radius is 5. 35 over 5 is 7. Should have these switched around. Oh well, that's okay. 7. 35 is 7 radiuses. Okay, next one. It's a little confusing there, but just go 35 over 5. That's 7 radii. Okay, Carnival Ferris wheel has radius of 25 feet. Okay, here's the Ferris wheel. The radius, once again, is 25 feet. How far in feet do you travel when you make one revolution, when you go all the way around? Anyway, we could do this, 2 pi r, or I could use S is r times theta. I could use either one of these. Bring this up here. So why don't we just use circumference? You go all the way around. So the circumference is 2 pi times r. What's the radius? R is the radius, 25 feet. 2 times 25, 50 times pi, feet. There you go. 50 times pi feet. If I want to know how many feet, I could put that in my calculator and go, that's like 150 something. I could go 50 times 3.14. If I did it this way, I could go, okay, how long is the arc? Let's see, the radius, 25 feet. The angle, well, if you go all the way around, that's 2 pi all the way around. And once again, 50 pi. Next question. If this spins 2 revolutions per minute, in other words, you go around once, twice, you go around twice. How fast is the linear speed of the passengers in feet per minute? How fast are you going? Wait a minute, how far did we go? We said going all the way around was 50 times pi feet, and you went around twice. So that must be 100 times pi feet. And how long did it take you? A minute. So you went 100 times pi feet in 1 minute. That's your speed. If you want to change this to like 100 times 3.14, like 314 feet in a minute, you could. And last one. The Ferris wheel turns only 30 degrees to load each car. So here's the Ferris wheel, but it only goes a little bit. It only goes 30 degrees. How many feet does each car travel? How many feet is that? Well, remember how far it was all the way around? 50 times pi feet is to go all the way around. But you didn't go all the way around. You just went a little bit of it. How many 30s go into all the way around? All the way around is 360. 360 over 30 is 12. So you only went 1/12 of the trip. So let's just divide it by 12. 50 pi feet over 12. You could have also used the trig rule. In other words, I could have said trig rule. Once again, I could use one of these. I could say, let's see, the distance, r theta. Let's use this guy. How far do I travel? What's the arc length? The radius, 25 feet. The angle, and remember, these have to be done in radians. How far do we go? 30 degrees is pi over 6. So we only went pi over 6. So when you use these, you got to do radians. And that gives you 25 pi over 6. And this is feet. And that's the same answer. Isn't this the same? Yeah, because this can reduce to 25 over 6 pi. Okay, same answer. And there you go. There's quiz 1 coming up. Quiz number 2.